All right, so if you're watching this, this is gonna be a breakdown of what I've learned in probably, I would say, a decade and some change, which is around 13 to 14 years. A decade and some change about marketing and branding. And advertising can also be a good thing, but then also a bad thing. And the reason why I'm breaking this down is because I've been hearing this through my clients, and I've been also hearing this through just like other conversations. So, and the reason also why I'm breaking this down is because a lot of people need to know this before they start something. They need to know the details and understand what it is, why that you need to understand truly what marketing, branding, and advertising is as a whole. A lot of people don't get this, and a lot of people think, like there's nothing wrong with starting a business. But I hope that you realize that I want you to think long term. Are you in this business for longevity and you trying to like eliminate generational curses and bringing in generational wealth, or are you trying to literally like stop what you're doing and really invest into yourself and get to that next level in life? And then you might want to just quit in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. What is this for? Is this for longevity or is this for short term? Because if it's for short term, you really need to take the time and really iron out what you're trying to do, because all these little get quick money schemes, routines, and you want to do e-com, you want to do videos, you want to do content agency, you want to do SMMA, you want to do this, you want to do that. No, all in all, you need to figure out what do you love, what are you passionate about, and what are you gonna, I'm talking about literally put the blood, sweat, and tears in to learn and really dial in your information. I haven't posted in probably like 2 weeks. The reason why is because of things like this. It's because a lot of us are distracted and we don't know. And what I'm finna reveal to you behind on this little whiteboard, you probably can't even see the whiteboard, but I'm gonna write some stuff out, then I'm gonna explain it. So I gotta get a bigger marker so y'all can be able to see, but long story short, you're still gonna get it. The first thing I'm gonna go over is you. The first things you need to understand is you. If you have a business, you have to, and not even if you want to start something that you want to sell in the marketplace, you need to figure out these, I call them like your three, it's really four, but I'm gonna give you your three main questions that you need to ask yourself. And this is what I've learned. I've seen numerous amount of business owners, worked with a lot of business owners, and I've seen some fail, I've seen some succeed. But what this has, and I'm talking about working right close to them, because I was literally helping them build their brand. And with them creating videos, creating ads, creating all of this stuff, I'm really in the trenches with them while recording them. So what I'm trying to do is pass on that knowledge to you. I might sound a little passionate when I say this, and I might sound a little, I would say, not angry, but just really trying to convey to you that you need to worry about, I'm not worried about, but think about these things and contemplate them and write them down, so you know that even if you're starting a business or you're in a business or you're thinking about starting a business, I want you to think about these things. The first question is this: what can I offer the marketplace, not based on me, but based on the people that need something? Not based on you. Yes, you can have something you're passionate about. I have something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about videos. But if I want to create a business, I have to look in my industry and figure out what can I provide the marketplace based on what? The industry and what they need. People don't care about you. People don't care about you. They really don't. They don't care about you. They want what they want and need. So if you can find something that is in the industry that you love. I love video. I love videography. I love filmmaking. I love all this. If I want to service people to my fullest ability and capability, I have to find something that is in the marketplace that these people want or need. And as you find this, you need to do what? You need to write it down. Because when you find this, this is going to tell you key things on problems that you can solve in the marketplace, and then provide a service and product and charge people for it. So what can I offer the marketplace, not based on me, but based on what other people around me need that's in the marketplace? So the next one is, if you have an offer, and let's just stop right there. Most people, and I'm sorry to say this, but it's just so true. Most business owners that have scaled, that I know, don't have an offer, don't have a true offer, but you can still grow a business because you technically do have an offer. You just don't have it dialed in like the digital way or the physical way of writing it down. You just might have an offer of you might be in real estate. You might just be helping people buy homes. That technically is an offer, but you don't have it dialed in. When I started videography, way back 10 years ago, when I had my first client in music videos, I didn't technically have an offer. My offer was music videos, but I didn't have it written down to a T and really drawn out. And this is what I want to convey to you guys on this. I don't want this to rub, my locks to rub, but this is what I want to convey to you guys on this, is that your offer is gonna set the tone for so many things. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm still working on, I have 3 offers: high ticket, middle, and low ticket. I literally am still defining and bringing people in to literally I would say solidify my offers. And so as you build an offer, you got to realize that this is also going back to the first question. When you offer this to the marketplace, your offer, are people going to buy it? Do people really need it right now? Do people really want it right now? This is a big thing. This ties, like I said, these first two questions, they tie into each other a lot. If you're watching this on live, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna just let my phone run out until it dies, so I can't see nothing. The phone is turned the other way. But long story short, so let's get back to it. Okay, I have an offer, but I have an offer, but is it profitable in the marketplace? So you have to dial in on your offer, and you have to know it digitally, and you got to write this thing down. You got to really dial in on it. And what I mean by it has to be so profound and so, I would say, to the point where people are like, dang, I need that. Because at the end of the day, there's offers all around you. Every time you drive, you're getting offered something. When you scroll on Instagram, you get an offer something. And your offer can be as little as watching this video when you're scrolling. And what I mean by that, it don't even have to be an ad. It can be somebody posting organic content. That's an offer. Attention is offers, literally. So when you give somebody attention, that's literally conveying a message so people can watch, and that can be an offer to do what? To get into a lead magnet, to get into all this other stuff that I'm not even going to, that's a whole nother video. But so these are just the basics. Figuring out the marketplace and what people need, then your offer, dialing in on your offer, understanding your offer. Then the next one is do I have the tools and systems and processes to fully attract clients, but then also retaining them to be in my community? Do I have the tools and systems to attract the clients? Then what? I need to fully get the systems and processes to to fulfill my service for the client. And then not just that, after you get the money, you need to be I hope your service is so good so they can be a part of your community. And now you can do you can get school, you can have Go High Level, you can have all these platforms where you can kind of hold people, in your community digitally. Other ways, if you don't have no money to do that, I'm gonna be honest, you better be damn sure that you have a good enough experience from the time you meet them to the time that they pay you that first lump sum of money, or even the time that you have to fulfill their service, that you better be damn sure that all of that time is the experience where they can come back to you and buy from you again. Because as we all grow, And this is just me I'm talking about the years of working with business owners, being right next to them. What I've noticed is that as we all grow, you're going to get better and better and better. And you want to service people in a different way as you get better and better. Offers don't always stay the same, but I'm going to be honest, this is a little gem. Somebody that's always changing their offer up. And what I mean by changing it up is they can never, I'm going to be honest, they're not really like, I wouldn't say they're like fiending to get more money and finding a route. They just haven't serviced the amount of people that are, I would say, staying in their community or attracting the people to their brand to be in their community to offer them at least 3 things. But if your offer, I'm gonna be honest, if your offer changes every week, every month, then something's wrong. Like that's what I've seen with a lot of business owners, and I've seen the successful ones, and then I've seen the ones that have failed. If your offer changes a lot, and I'm talking about week after week or month after month, and what I've seen with the numbers of other people, overall, that just means something's wrong. And that just means you need to literally get somebody to help you with that. There's nothing wrong with getting people to help you with this. And there's so much value. Go look up Alex Hormozi, go look up Gary Vee, go look up all of these people that are doing it. Andy Elliott, go look up all these people. The reason why I'm saying these is because you need to stop looking as a consumer and look as if you were in these people's shoes. You got to look as an operator or somebody. Like when I see an ad now, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I see an ad, I go through these people's funnels just to see how they're running their business. Like you got to stop looking, stop trying to beat it. I mean, not even trying, because you already are, but every time something's getting shot to you in front of your eyes, you're already a consumer. But if you can change your mindset, change your attitude, change your frequency, and understand that everything around you, people are trying to sell you something, and start looking at how they are selling. And I mean the people that's making bread, and people that's really running ads and stuff like this and really have a personal brand. If you look at how they are doing their funnels, how they're breaking down these things, if you really look at their offers, everything like this, if you really look at these things, these key things that they're doing, you will see how they're really running their business as a whole. Now, you might not know the numbers on the back end, but you'll see what's out in the front that they're giving everybody to opt in, to eventually be in their community and eventually sell them the service that they want to sell them or the product. So when it comes down to this is why I made this one first, is literally these 3 things are so key. Before, I'm like, if you're in a business now, you're in a rut. Or you're in a business right now, you don't understand like marketing to a T, or like you need to ask yourself these 3 questions. I'm gonna go over them one more time. The 3 questions are, the first one is what can I offer the marketplace, not based on me, but based on the marketplace and what they need that's from my industry. Figure out your industry, understand your industry, know your industry, and get to work. And it's a simple thing I'm gonna give you with this question. What you could do with that is get literally a form. It could be a questionnaire asking people like, oh, what problems are you going through in this industry? What problems do you have in this industry? And I would say, get on ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to come up with like 20 questions that you can actually go ask people, call up, and like really just dial in on asking these questions that you can provide a service to. And that's for free. You can do that all for free. The next one is okay, I have an offer, but how do I get it to the marketplace? How do I get it to the marketplace? I have an offer, but how do I get it to the marketplace? The main thing is like, you're either gonna do 2 things. You're either gonna go out there outside, I do both. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna find your client and find a place where your client is working or where they are, and you're gonna network and meet them. That can be meetings, conferences, that can be door to door, that can be, and you're just gonna go outside and you're gonna get that business like that. So I do that. I go to places downtown Orlando. I go to a lot of places like meetings and conferences and whatnot, and I network there. But I also do another thing that's kind of a little bit different. Is in these environments I create content too, so that I'm not doing the service. Well, I'm technically in, but I'm doing what I do in my industry in front of them, while also so they can see what I do for like a whole, like I get them on camera and everything. That's a whole nother spill. That's just a creative way to get people to see what you do. But you can do that, which is networking outside, or you can do, we're gonna tap into the next one, and I'm gonna be honest with you, is digital. You can do the digital route. The digital route is very much, I'm gonna be really honest with you, is you have to understand it, but you also gotta be patient, and a lot of you guys are not patient. A lot of people they want this quick fix when it comes to business. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and then be real honest with you. The reason why I know so much about my industry is because at the end of the day, being a decade behind the camera, being a decade in front of the camera, being 6 to 7 years running ads, understanding, and then also asking other people that are even better than me, and then also researching, paying people programs and stuff like this. One thing that I do notice is people want a quick fix. And that quick fix, once you get that quick fix from ads, or once you get that quick fix from, you make a little lump sum of money right quick and you don't invest it the right way, or even if you just make a lump sum of money and you don't understand how to really pour into your business, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be right back at square one. And I see this a lot, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a learning, it is something wrong with it, but it's a learning curve. It's a lesson that we all must learn, is that truly the guy that, I'm gonna write this, but the guy that has, that is patient, I'm gonna just put patient, and then the guy that is quick fix, and we're just gonna put QF, the guy that has a quick fix, like he just wanna run ads, the guy that's learning, and I'm talking about, he's learning every avenue. And I'm talking about when I'm learning, and when I'm talking about myself, to be honest, because I've been in this a long time and I'm still learning to this day, but the guy that's learning every avenue, what he's gonna learn is that all in all, when you start doing all of these and you start learning the basics of everything. That's really what happened. All in all, I love videos and I love filmmaking, but just doing that isn't gonna get the bread. I gotta learn the business behind filmmaking. I gotta learn the business behind advertising. I gotta learn the business behind providing a service to the people out in the marketplace to my fullest capabilities. So then I could do what? Create an environment where they just don't do what? They just don't sit there and think like, dang, all y'all got to offer me is videos. There's plenty of platforms right now where you can literally have an offer, create amazing videos for, and start getting people to your community. But to go back to the guy, the quick fix and the patient guy, what he's gonna learn in longevity is that if he makes 50K, 60K, if he makes 50K in a year, or 30, let's say 30, let's say he makes 30K in his teacher's salary in a year. And he's like, dang, well, at the end of the day, if I'm learning all this and I'm still moving forward, and one of these days, that guy's gonna hit 50K. Because he's not giving up. He sees the longevity. He sees the longevity of it. But quick fix, let's say he hits 30K in a year, but he says, oh, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freaking use my little 30K and I'm gonna invest into another business, but I'm also gonna run some ads on my other business, and I'm gonna start maneuvering these, like he has multiple things he's trying to do. Instead of learning in totality, like the whole business, like really understanding the whole damn thing. Like a lot of people don't get that. I don't care if you in construction. I don't care if you do videos. I don't care if you rap. I don't care if you're a speaker. You have to learn the whole thing. You got to learn how to sell people, service people, build a business around what you're doing in your offers and everything like that, landing pages, everything when it comes to really for the client experience, customer service. You can get in some other KPIs. You can get in all of that other good stuff that you have to learn. But once you learn all this and you start learning the basics and you really want to learn it, that's the key. If you don't want to learn it, then you could be quick fix, but just understand you're going to get your money up and then you're going to lose it. Like, I'm going to just be really honest with you. I put my hands up because I've seen it multiple times with people. If you want to be quick fix, you're gonna throw your cash up, running on some ads or running on something or invest in something, and you don't know the whole entire thing. Like patient guy, what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose your money. And I've seen it multiple times. Now you can make some money, yes, but if it's not your passion, like the patient guy, this is his passion and he wants to learn it all for the longevity and eliminate generational wealth and eliminate generational curses and bring generational wealth in to his family, create a legacy behind people, his people and whatever. Like he's going longevity, right? That's longevity. But quick fix, maybe he just sees it on the internet and he's just like, yo, shoot, I can make some quick bread right quick and we can get to the bag on whatever it is that he might. I'm gonna be honest, what's really happening is a dopamine. That everything is going, like, really he's catching a dopamine and he thinks like, I got a couple of clients here, I can get some more clients there. Or I can get an e-commerce right here and then I can get an SMMA over here. And that's what happens to a lot of us. And I'm gonna be really honest with you, that it really dies down to like your social media. It dies down to a lot of content a lot of things you're watching and distractions that's happening in your life to deter you from really understanding who you are. Self-awareness. Key to understanding like self-awareness truly is when you really understand who you are, what you want to do, and how you want to service people to your fullest ability. You don't care about the long. I'm going to be honest. I don't care about how long it's going to take for me to help hit my first $1 million. I saw a post the other day. This lady freaking drove, she put up in a Ferrari 488 Ferrari. And she said, one of the most realest things I resonate with her, she was like, yo, I'm 40. I just hit 6 figures. She was honest, but she got it now. And that's what this time right now we are in right now. There's so much delayed gratification. Like people want something so quick. They want it quick. It's just like, if I started doing boxing. And one thing that I've already learned is that when learning boxing, like the techniques and how you do a lot of things and whatnot, like I'm learning the basics. And I've already learned that at the end of the day, how you learn something, and I learned this from other industries too, to be honest. What is quick, you need to also learn slow. And what I mean by that is that the trainer that I'm working with, my boy is always telling me like, yo, he'll tell me hit, and then he'll train me on how to hit, how to like maneuver my body, how to really like maneuver and move my body slowly first, but then so I can speed up and hit faster based off of what I'm doing and the techniques he's teaching me. And this goes into any freaking industry. And the reason why I'm saying that is because even like me, I'm gonna be honest, I don't speak about this a lot on camera, but I love guns. I actually train a lot with guns. And how you pull slow is how you pull fast. And you keep repetitiously learning how to pull slow to the moment where when you pull fast, you pull fast. But it's also creating muscle memory, a lot of things like that. So at the end of the day, your quick fix, you're going to mess around and I'm going to be honest, mess up your whole bag based off of wanting something quick, instead of beating on your craft. Beating on your craft, really understanding how you're trying to do this for the longevity of thing, being passionate and just doing every day. Wake up. I don't care if it's 1%, 2%, if you can do 100%, but do something every day for your craft or passion. I would say 100%, but some people can't. You got a job, but at least do 1% every day. So I know that's a lot. And the reason why I'm making this a lot is because it's going to be a 30-minute video. And this is only breaking down like a little, I would say this is only breaking down like 30% of what I really want to go into. So then we're going to get into the digital. That was the part about the digital. That's going to feed into marketing, ads, and branding. And the reason why I definitely want to get into that is because people got marketing and ads, like they think they're together when ads are a part of marketing. All ads are doing is just reaching out to the correct people that might want to buy your service, or they're ready to buy your service or product. And that's what ads are for. But marketing in general, marketing is literally putting yourself, and I would say in my mind, there's a definition for it, but over my years of understanding it, is that really putting yourself in avenues to learn, so people can learn what you do and then see what you do, and then overall, eventually buy something from you. So you have different avenues. The different avenues we have today is like I said, going outside networking. You got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got LinkedIn, you got YouTube, you got TikTok. You got all of these avenues that you can market yourself, build up your brand, and then eventually, I'm gonna be honest with you, organically, people will come to you and what? Buy your service, buy your product, and then eventually you make money. But people mess up branding. Branding, when you add it to marketing and ads, I'm gonna be honest, is the key thing. It's like you can market yourself, and let's take this back to actually before social media was even here. Let's take it real deal back. Because my dad, he had an irrigation system. He had an irrigation business. And what I've seen now, based off of what I've known then and me growing up and understanding what he was doing. When I was young, we used to go door to door and we used to, market ourselves. Advertisement back then was billboards, TV, commercial. That's advertisement back then. But marketing yourself back then was you had to be on foot, or you had to go to the business seminars, or you had to meet the people. You had to meet face to face, eyes to eyes, shake people's hands, and get to really know people, and so they can see you and believe who you are. You were literally locally branding yourself in your community. Like when you go to these meetings and do the things you were doing back then. So we used to do door-to-door sales for the irrigation company. I remember sometimes we would walk up to the door, hey, we do irrigation and we cut your grass. We also we would build out the whole irrigation and everything. He had a business called The Rain Man. With that being said, it taught me a lot of things about sales at a young age, taught me a lot of things about marketing. And also, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know I was being taught these things. I was just doing it because he said do it. But he knew what he was doing to us, and he knew what he was doing when it came to us. I'm gonna be honest, to us, me and my brother, learning these tactics and also learning hard work and a hard work ethic. So the reason why I say branding is it is the key thing to a marketing and ads, is because you have to create trust. Bro, people do not, this goes back to this. People do not care about your offer. People don't care about you. People don't care about what you got to service them, what you got to provide them, your product. If you cannot make me believe and trust that you are the guy I need to buy this from. If I can go down the road to Joe Blow because he got, and I'm gonna be honest, let's think about back in the 2000 areas, in 1999 and 2000. Let's really think about that. These dudes, I would say, I like to call them headhunters. These dudes, they were some marketing beasts. They were leaving out paper, they would go door to door, leaving out pamphlet flyers and doing all of this, business cards and everything like this. Now it's just easier to brand yourself. They had to brand themselves day to day, suiting up, suited and booted, going outside and really branding themselves, and also getting remembered by these people. So then they can do what? Because there's always some latency, I would say, or there's always a late effect when it comes to advertisement or marketing. People aren't just gonna buy what you off bat. What you do now is what's gonna happen literally probably 7 days to a week or a month before somebody technically buys into you. And that's what a lot of people don't get. Every day they get marketed to, and they don't really understand that. But Nike, just like you go buy Nike shoes, trust me, you see Nike's brand more than time. I don't care if it's somebody that's bought to you next to you or somebody that bought it just based off of the computer or whatever, but their advertisement, and you see their marketing and branding all the time. But their brand is strong. And a lot of people don't get this. Your brand has to be the most thing. Like, you have a phone in your pocket. Take out your phone, start making valuable videos with your specific, and I mean, don't try to act like nobody, don't try to be nobody, be you, because that's gonna set you apart from anybody in this industry. That's why we are so different. Yeah, I might do videos and the guy down the road might do videos, but my videos are me. I have a different look. I've dialed in on my look. There's nobody that can do my look. And if they can, they don't do it as damn near as good as me, and they won't be able to. And I stand on that with the most confidence. If you don't like my look, if you don't like how I do things, then there's another God. That's why we have the decision to do what? To really see who we want to work with. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But what I can say is that branding is going to make you stick out so you don't look like everybody else in the rat race that's doing the same thing. You know how many videographers that I see that they just post their work. And what I mean, they don't put themselves on the camera, or they don't take pictures of themselves. And there's nothing wrong with but people got to see you in another light. And if you're a photographer, post more post pictures of yourself in your work. Post pictures of, or post videos of you with your client behind the scenes. Like these key things that really, so people can really see who you are. And that can go for any industry. I don't care if you're in construction. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're a lawyer or what it is. But you have to understand branding. Brand yourself. Because if you don't brand yourself, when you run an ad and you got your quick fix, that guy, if you're a quick fix, people are going to do what? People are not gonna, I'm gonna just be honest, people are not gonna buy from you. And if you might get a couple sales, but the reason why I say that is because one thing I know when I'm running ads is that when I ask these people on the phone, oh, that ad, what did you like about it the most? And did you get a chance to check out anything else besides, did you look up my name or anything, like, you know, that why, like, what was the main reason why you're on the phone with me now? And you know what they say? Because I saw your work, the ad was very intriguing. You know, everything, like, it was different. I never saw somebody like, I see a lot of ads, but I never saw somebody like you. And then also, the next thing they say is, I went back on your profile and I saw all the work that I've done. Like, they see all the work. And that is branding. I branded myself on Instagram. I've branded myself on YouTube, social media, like on social media as a whole. And then on Google, like if you type in Yirmeyahleonard, you're gonna see me. And that's what I try to push the most, because branding, when you market yourself over time, and then when you have the ads you're running at the same time, people are gonna look at your brand and be like, dang, are they trustworthy? Yeah, they trustworthy. They got all this context of content that has been over time. Like, yo, this is the guy. And then when you get really good with ads, what you can do though is, after you branded yourself to the T, is that if you're really strategic, while you are creating content, we're talking about content now, I know. While you're creating content, you should be pushing out content that can be ran as ads. And what I mean by that is people need to see you in the light of what? People need to see you in the light of multiple areas. So they want to see you speaking. Let them see you speaking on a panel, speaking on stage. They want to see you also speaking directly to them, in front of them. They want to see you talking to a client. They want to see the lifestyle. They want to see everything. And the reason why I say they want to see so much is because people, first of all, love being nosy. Second of all, they want to trust that you have a life, like you're living this life. Like, if you're not living this life, I'm going to be honest, it's going to catch up with you. And literally, that's the quick fix guy. Like, if you're not really living what you're trying to do, I'm telling you, this will catch up to you in a heartbeat. You're going to spend some money on some ads, and then what's going to happen is these people, because you haven't branded yourself, they're going to be like, dang, I can't trust bro. He ain't even got no videos up. He ain't even talking about the stuff he's talking about. Let me go down the road. Let's say you don't brand yourself, but you want to market yourself. And let's say you I'm just pushing out a little bit of content, and I'm pushing out, just pictures of what I'm doing, and knowing, I'm gonna be honest, damn sure that pictures ain't everything. You gotta start putting some videos in there, explaining yourself. But if you're not branding yourself, they're not gonna do what? They're not gonna wanna buy nothing or even be a part of you, a part of what your community is or what you're trying to build. So marketing, ads, branding, they all, to me, go all together. And the reason why I say this is because I was in a marketing agency for 2 years. Then before that, I was a director for 2 years. I was director of media at a marketing agency. Then before that, I meant to say I was the director at another company. But what I've known and what I've seen, and then we talking about the years worth of working with people behind the camera and in front of the camera, teaching them what to say, how to say it, how to move correctly when it comes to understanding their brand and breaking down their brand to a T. A lot of individuals, and this goes back to these 3 questions. A lot of people, they don't understand that what you have to offer is literally directly connected to your inner self. Like anything you get good at in life, I don't care if you play basketball, I don't care if you're a gym addict, I don't care if you sell cars, I don't care if you read books for a living, you just fast your reading and understanding the knowledge. But anything that you have repetitiously done over time and time again, I say after 3 years of doing that, 3 years of understanding and you hitting the pavement, you could at least teach somebody else. Because what's going to happen is that as you get good at this thing and you become so profound in it, you're going to have to ask yourself a question. Because especially if you work in a 9 to 5 or if you have a job, you have to ask yourself a question like, am I going to eventually take this serious? And if you don't want to take it serious, you got a decision to make right then and there. Because what I just showed you all of this, if you don't have in the beginning, if you don't ask yourself, is this something that I want to take serious? Whether it's 3 years or 6 months, I don't care what time frame it is. If you don't ask yourself if I want to take, you're just going to spend endless amount of money, debt, and I'm talking about stress and literally trying to figure out what is the next quick fix. Because eventually, let's say if you learn something for a year or 3 years and you're like, oh, I'm so good at it, but it's not something you really, good at or you don't want to do, and you haven't really asked yourself, you're gonna run into some roadblocks, and that's gonna lead you to what? To figure out other things. And there's nothing wrong with figuring out things, but what I mean by that is it's like self-awareness and finding out truly what you're passionate about so you can put in the bread, the sweat and the tears of really loving what you want to do, loving what you want to do. And I'm talking about for the longevity, for the long haul. We're talking about down the road. I had to learn patience, and I learned this one saying is that when you understand what you want to do for the long haul, Les Brown said this to me. And I'm going to leave y'all off with this. This has been 30 minutes. 40 minutes going on. Patience with what you love. This is Mr. Patient. Patience with what you love to do. And this other thing, you cannot forget it. Patience while merging consistent action on the thing you love, you're going to win. There's no, and stop looking at time as this like, oh, I got to get there. Patience, consistent action. I mean, consistently being patient and consistently putting in action. When you do these things and you really dial in, bro, you're going to win, bro. And then down the road, you can sell the business, but you've learned so much now. I'm going to be honest. You can sell courses on how you grew a business. You can sell multiple things on what you did to grow the business or even buy another business. But you're going to get there. And that's why at the end of the day, when it comes down to you understanding who you are, what you want to do, and how you want to go about being the person, the character in the marketplace, these 3 questions that I started with, and I'm going to go over them one last time before I leave. What can I offer the marketplace? Not based on me, but based on what people need. Now, I know I said what? You got to figure out who you are. But once you figure out who you are, you can do what? You can figure out how you can help people based on what they need in the industry that you're in. And then after that, okay, I have an offer, I'm offering something, but you need to dial in on your offer. Once you dial in on your offer, like I said, I'm still getting help on my offers. I'm not the best. And then the next thing is do I have the tools and systems and processes? You can't forget about that. A lot of people forget about that is they think that now that I have this business running, I'm just going to scale. You need the systems and processes to get you to that next level. And a lot of people don't know anything about the systems and processes because they might be they're either stuck in the old mentality of oh yeah, I could just, go to this event and put up a tent and call it a day. That's if you want to stay at that level. I'm gonna be honest, you might sell out, and you might sell out multiple times, but eventually you're gonna want to scale and see where you can take it. And if you want to do that, you're gonna have to have systems and processes. And then also the last thing is once these questions are answered and completed, like that's when you can really like dial in on yourself and really understand like, okay, now I'm ready to start and I'm ready to really dial in. Give yourself a time frame. I would say I'm trying to do this. I already did a decade worth of videos. I put in the time for that. But now I'm learning a decade worth of business knowledge, marketing myself for videos. So I'm still in the industry. I'm just still learning the business part. And I've been learning the business part for the last, I would say 6 to 7 years, because I've worked with other business owners building their brand right next to them with videos. So I was blessed to be able to see this knowledge. And now I'm just really just growing. At the end of the day, I will see y'all on the next one. I plan on going live more, and I also plan on making content like this more and giving the gems that I've learned from other business owners right on this whiteboard. So I'm out. I will see y'all later, and thank you for tuning in.